This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. Welcome to Tiger Field here on this Tuesday night as the Alamogordo Tigers and the Los Cruces Bulldogs get ready to face off here in a District 3 5A matchup. First game of 3 that they will play this week. And excited to have you along wherever you may be listening to us at on the Alamo Sports YouTube channel, on alamosportsandtalk.com. You can also find us on starting at 7 o'clock, just like the previous Tuesday game that we played here with the JV game, which wrapped up about 10, 15 minutes ago. Bulldogs are doing their infield, outfield drills right now, and the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show is what you're listening to right now here on Alamo Sports and Talk. Mic test 1, 2. I think we got our technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. We are on the air. For some reason, I'm getting the receipt here on my on this side of things, so thankfully it seems like we're okay and good to go. But do want to talk about this Tiger baseball team looking to come out here with their first district victory of the year. As they sit currently at 0-9, Las Cruces is at 5-4, and both sides, important time of the year to get some wins. There's only 6 games left in the regular season. Bulldogs have eyes towards the playoffs right now. The Tigers obviously would like to have the same eyes towards that. If they can win their final 6, I think they can at least have a slight chance at it, and that might be a little optimistic by me, but, you know, it's kind of what I do. But I guarantee if they can take 3 out of Cruces and beat 3. Probably get all 3 against Mayfield. That was probably the most realistic of them to have a chance at doing that. So, I don't know. We'll see what they can do this evening. We'll look at these 2 lineups coming up for y'all. The Bulldogs are going to be in their blue uniforms with gray pants tonight. And they are wearing with red numerals and white outlining, and I believe it says dogs across the front of their uniforms. Tigers have not put on their full uniforms for tonight, so I don't know if they are going with the gold again, or I know they've got white tops as well that they've got in their uniform combination, so we'll see what they go with this evening. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and more of the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show is coming up for you next here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 19.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle,
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. You're listening to Tiger Baseball pregame, the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. The Bulldogs of Las Cruces, the Tigers of Alamogordo, getting ready to face off here in the next 10 minutes or so. The Las Cruces Bulldogs going into this evening's game at 13-7, 5-4 in district play. Bulldogs won their first four to begin the season. A couple of close wins against Santa Teresa, 4-3 and 2-0. Santa T 7-13-1 this year, but they are in first place in their district right now. The Bulldogs, meanwhile, would go on to beat Deming 16-1 and 6-0. They split against Sandia, who is ranked in the top 10 in the state right now. Beat them in the second game 10-3, lost a tight 3-2 game in their first go about it. Cruz passed Valencia 16-1. They beat Farmington 4-2. Farmington 9-12 this year, maybe not having a great season, but what else we got for Cruces this year? They lost to Cleveland, who's the number 2 team in the state, or number 3, depends on which poll you look at, and split against El Paso Leadership Academy, 8-2, 6-3. That team went 18-13. They would open up with a sweep of Mayfield, 7-5, 14-3, 14-4. Pretty comfortable win. I think possibly losing that first game to Gadsden maybe was the one that you look at, and they lost that game 9-7, but they would bounce back and win both games the doubleheader on that Friday, 7-3 and 11-1. And then against Oregon Mountain, they just came up a little bit short in all three games. They lost a 9-6 difference on the Tuesday game, and then on Friday they would lose 3-2 and 6-4 to end up getting swept by Oregon Mountain. So the district is Oregon Mountain at the top at 9-0 on the season. Centennial sitting at 8-1. Cruces is there at 5-4 in third place. Then it's Mayfield at 4-5. Gadsden's 1-8, and Alamogordo's 0-9. I think Centennial took 2 out of 3 out of Mayfield, so that's where they have their one loss in district this season. And Cruces is still in really good position, from a playoff standpoint. They want to get out of this week with all 3 wins. They play Centennial to finish up the season, so they'll need a little bit of help. I believe Oregon Mountain and Centennial play this week, so that first game is happening tonight. They're hoping that Centennial, I think, grabs 2 out of 3 in that series, and then Cruces is probably the best chance open for a 3-way tie at the end of the season if they can get it. So that would be the best scenario for them. Tigers, at this point, just got to win. I mean, and I think, saving, trying, for these seniors and for this whole group to get some district wins here down the stretch. And I know that there was some pretty high expectations coming out of non-district. And I thought they played pretty well in non-district, and they've had every team they've played, they've had a shot to beat. Centennial, Oregon Mountain, they were in at least a game each against those 2 teams, and then you also throw in the game against all 3 games against Mayfield. Probably more the 2 games on Friday, but we'll see what we get tonight. All right, the meeting at the at home plate is over with, and so we are ready to get things underway here before too long. We'll go ahead and keep it right here for the moment because I think we'll get starting lineups, which we can go ahead and do as well. We'll start with Las Cruces. Lucas Hernandez is going to be pitching, and he is leading off for the Bulldogs tonight. Zakai Hawkins, is the shortstop, and he is hitting in the number 2 spot. Ryan Padilla is the second baseman, and wearing number 15. Maya Valles is playing at third base, wearing number 6. Angel Edegon is the center fielder, and he wears number 2. Bubba Ronga is the left fielder and wears number 1. Carlo Gutierrez is the catcher and wears number 13. Joaquin Pfeiffer is number 9 and is playing at first base. And then rounding out their lineup is Diego Avila. He is the right fielder and is rounding out the lineup. Meanwhile, for the Alamogordo Tigers, Cade Kiss will bat first. He's out in center field tonight. Aiden Tupper is the Tigers' starting second baseman and is hitting second. The first baseman for the Tigers, Gabriel Collazo, tonight. He bats third. Cash DeLanda is the catcher, and he is hitting cleanup. Number 10, Dante Knowles, is the right fielder and hitting fifth. Preston Eldred, the DH, wearing number 24. Eric Vasquez is the catcher, as he wears number 1. Caleb Crawford is the shortstop and is wearing number 2. Brandon Williams is the third baseman and is wearing number 1. And Brody Byers for the Tigers, the left fielder, and wearing number 7. Which the Bulldogs are in their road gray pants and are in their blue jersey. It says Cruces across the front in white. Their numbers are in red. And the Alamogordo Tigers, meanwhile, in all white tonight. The Tigers with the high black socks, at least some of them, with not the pinstripes tonight. So it's just the white pants with yellow numerals. And I believe it says Tigers across the front of their jerseys tonight. So the Tigers making their way out onto the field, and we will go ahead and take our last break. Thanks for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show as the Alamogordo Tigers and the Las Cruces Bulldogs face off in a District 3-5A tilt. We'll be back with more Tiger baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230 1019 when we return.
There's lots of good reasons for a personal loan. Unexpected expenses, paying bills, or home projects. And good reasons to get your personal loan at our credit union. We're member-owned and not-for-profit. Apply online or in person. Loco Credit Union. We belong to you. Online at lococreditunion.com. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
If your home is in need of some stucco work, either the whole house or some patch and paint work, Ochoa Stucco has the expertise to get the job done and done right. Contact them today at 575-442-6745 for your estimate. Go Tigers!
This is Rachel from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back here to Tiger Field as the Alamogordo Tigers and the Las Cruces Bulldogs are ready. This one underway. Eric Vasquez pitching for the Tigers, and he gets into his warm-ups. Castellanda behind home plate. Give you this defensive setup one more time for Alamogordo as Gabriel Collazo's at first. The second baseman is Aiden Tupper. Shortstop, Caleb Crawford. And the third baseman is Brandon Williams. Outfielder from left to right, Brody Byers, Cade Kiss, and then Dante Knowles. And we do have, I believe, as I was just sort of looking at it before we got started, we do have some statistics for Las Cruces. Lucas Hernandez hitting .297 on the season. He'll lead things off for the Bulldogs. .297 and with 19 hits on the year, 9 RBIs, 5 doubles, and a triple out of that leadoff spot. He has also scored 25 runs, which you definitely like to see that out of the leadoff. But actually, you follow him, and then Zakai Hawkins behind him has 31 runs scored this year. So those top two spots in the order, the Bulldogs have definitely gotten really good production out of those two guys, and they have come across the plate a lot this year for this baseball team. Let's get you the Tiger stats. And start with the Tiger pitcher, Eric Vasquez, as we go into this evening's matchup. Eric has been, I feel like, probably the most consistent guy on the mound for Alamogordo this season. A lot of the reason why the Tigers have played so well in their Tuesday games this year is because of Eric. He's had a very good season on the mound for Alamogordo. 3.07 ERA this year, is 1-4, but you know, you look at somebody who's got an ERA just about 3, and they're 1-4. Sometimes it's not all about what you're doing on the mound. He has struck out 32 this year, 15 walks, and has given up just 12 earned runs. First pitch is going to miss high to Hernandez, and it's 1-0. Yeah, pretty big discrepancy between the runs and the earned runs for him. The Tigers have given up 17 runs that weren't attributed to Eric in his starts. As the second pitch misses, and it's 2-0. Voss into his motion. Roddy versus Roddy here to begin the game, and this one is sent out to center field, and it's a leadoff base hit for Lucas Hernandez, and the Bulldogs get things started with a single, and Zakai Hawkins will come to the plate. See if Hernandez is pitching, if we're getting a courtesy runner or not. Judging by his run scored this year, I don't think he's been courtesy ran for a whole lot this season for the Bulldogs. And so it looks like he is staying out there. So Vasquez will work from the stretch now. See if we get a pickoff move first. We don't. Runner goes. Pitched a little bit high. Here comes the throw from DeLanda. It is off the mark, and it's a stolen base. And the inning proceeding perfectly from a Bulldogs standpoint. The bag came off its spot there out at second. And I don't know if they need a tool to help that out a little bit. Looks like he's working on it, but yeah, they need somebody to come and dig out the hole a little bit. But just doing it with the hand is not really working, so we've got a bit of a delay. Pitch at the plate, missed, by the way, to Zakai Hawkins. Hawkins this season, we had mentioned 31 runs this year, but hitting .438 on the season. He's got 14 RBIs, 4 doubles, 2 triples, and he's hit 2 home runs this season as well as the Bulldogs senior. As he waits for the bag to be put back in place, it's good to go. And we're ready to get this game restarted. Hitting from the right-hand side is Hawkins. Counts 1-0 to him. And Vasquez long look back, and there's a pickoff throw back to the bag as Fernandez is back in at second. And here's the pitch, and that misses high at the letters. And the count is 2-0. Again, the rest of the order for the Bulldogs, Ryan Padilla. The second baseman is hitting third. The third baseman, Maya Valles, is hitting in the number 4 spots. Another pickoff throw to second. A lot of dancing around out there from Hernandez in between second and third certainly after he stole the base. And he doesn't take much time. They throw the ball back to second, and he takes the step right back off the bag. And that misses high and inside, and 3-0 now. If Vasquez doesn't want to try to bring in any type of breaking stuff here, give the runner a little bit more of an advantage, but DeLanda's got a good arm behind home plate, showing bunt, brings it back, runner goes, here's the throw, that is right there, he's out. What a throw by Cash DeLanda. As Fernandez tried to grab one more, but that was right on the money. The throw from DeLanda also found Williams right at the bag as he applied the tag. Really didn't have to do much. He caught the ball down at the ground by the bag at third base, and I don't think that pitch counted there as the umpire was not in position yet. So it's 3-1 at the plate. There's one down. And that's in the dirt, and now it's a walk. So Hawkins reaches. And I'll look to see what kind of... yeah, he's got 15 steals as well. Hernandez picked up his 19th steal. And now Ryan Padilla comes to the plate. Padilla, number 15, hitting .387 on the season. 21 RBIs, which I believe leads his team. Pickoff throw to first and apply the tag to Hawkins, but he's back into the bag in time. Hawkins again taking a pretty big lead over at first, does not go. Here's a pickoff throw to first, and Collazo able to get his glove to it, not able to apply the tag to Hawkins. And we are 0-1 at the plate. So 0-1 the count. Runner on first. One down in the inning. Vasquez a check, runner goes. Well, he actually holds up, and that's in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Now, I think if you're Eric, just try to focus on the man at the plate. Pick off throw to first and apply the tag. Runners back in time. Now, I think we're going to be seeing a fair amount of that tonight with the speed that the Bulldogs have. Coming set from the stretch. Runner does go this time, and here's a soft little liner. It'll avoid the double play. Toss on to first by Crawford is there. So Hawkins stealing on the play. Helped out from the standpoint of they might have had a chance at 2. But it'll be a 6-3 play for out number 2. Hawkins up to second base. And now stepping up to the plate is Maya Valles, number 6. Valles hitting .364 on the season. 8 RBIs, 16 hits. He's got 5 doubles on the season. And a breaking pitch will miss outside. And 1-0 here to Valles. The pitch. Fouled off and to the backstop. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. Runner on second. No score here in the top of the first. Bulldogs let off with a single. Then Hernandez stole second and tried to steal third, but a great throw from Cash Delanda got him out. A walk and a ground. Runner trying to steal third again, but that one is going to be thrown into the outfield. Hawkins up with it and able to get home on the play. So Delanda, who made a great throw earlier in the inning to get Hernandez, this time a missed throw, and the run will score. So give Hawkins the stolen base and then an E2. And it's 1-0 Las Cruces. And I think we're 1-1 at, well, I think we're 2-1 at the plate now. Vasquez into his motion. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And 2-2 now. Good off-speed stuff there from Vasquez. As the slider got Baez in front. 2-2. Just getting a piece of it. Keeps the count even at 2-2. Now the Bulldogs running is certainly going to be something to keep an eye on in this game. They've already stolen 2 bases. They caught stealing. Not sure. Something from the Alamogordo dugout side of the field where it said coach and then it kind of like a stop signal. As this one is sent out to right center field. This may be enough for 2. Kiss with a throw to cutoff man, but not going to be enough to turn around and get to second. So it's a 2-out double for Maya Valles. And Angel Edegon will come to the plate now for Las Cruces. Edegon, number 2, hitting .288 on the season, 12 RBIs this year. 2 doubles, 3 triples, 15 hits, and 19 runs scored. Hitting in the number 5 spot this evening. And that'll be in there for a called strike on the first offering to Edegon, 0-1. Now another run that you can add to for Vasquez that is probably going to go in that unearned run category. And that's a breaking ball that's in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2, so Vasquez is a strike away from getting out of the inning. And now trying to avoid any further damage. Keep it a 1-run ball game. There's the pitch. Ground ball left side. That is snagged backhanded by Crawford at short. Toss on to first is in time. And the inning is over. So Tigers with 1 error. 1 runner left on for Las Cruces. 1 run scores. And 2 hits in the inning. And the Tigers trail 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Local Credit Union would like to send a huge congratulations to 2024 graduating class. Are you ready to take the next step towards a brighter future after graduation? Secure your dreams with our flexible and affordable graduation loans. Whether you're looking to pursue a higher education, start a business, or simply need financial assistance as you start a new chapter of life, we've got you covered. Visit Local Credit Union today. Member NCUA.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. We go to the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 loss Cruces on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Cade Kiss will lead things off for the Tigers. Cade hitting .310 this season. He's got 8 runs scored, 18 hits, 13 RBIs. In fact, I believe he's leading the team in RBIs this season. He is. 3 doubles on the year for Cade. As he faces off against Lucas Hernandez, the right-hander, pitching against the left-handed hitting Kiss. And the first pitch will miss outside, and the count is 1-0. Tiger lineup, we mentioned to you earlier, but we'll mention it again. Aiden Tupper, number 2 spot. Gabriel Collazo will bat third. Hernandez will get that in there for a called strike. And the count's 1-1. Cash DeLanda will clean up for the Tigers. Dante Knowles hitting 5th. And DHing tonight is Preston Eldred. And this one hit back up the middle, and a in-between hop snagged at short and tossed on to first by Zakai Hawkins, and 6-3 on the first putout, and there's 1 down. Brings up Aiden Tupper. Aiden hitting .150 on the season. 7 runs scored, 6 hits, 5 RBIs, and he does have a double this season for Alamogordo. Into the lineup for Alamogordo, Caleb Crawford hitting 7th, Brandon Williams 8th, and then Brody Byers is hitting 9th. Here comes the pitch from Hernandez, and that'll sweep right in there for a strike on the fastball. It's 0-1. Hernandez is 3-2 this year, 3.40 ERA. That's also in there for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Hernandez has struck out 57 hitters this year and given up just 21 walks. Ground ball over to third, and kind of an awkward field by the third baseman, Maya Valles, but he handles it well. Kind of got his legs tied up underneath him, but set himself through onto first, and it's 5-3 for the second putout. And Gabriel Collazo will come to the plate for the Tigers. Collazo hitting .326 this year. He's got 15 hits, 9 RBIs for Alamogordo, and 7 doubles this season. Either between him and Cade that have been the best in this lineup for the Tigers this year. I'm surprised that Cade has as many RBIs as he does hitting in the cleanup spot, or the leadoff spot, but he does. This one popped up and out of play by Collazo. The count's 1-1. Defensive setup, we've already mentioned a couple of them for the Bulldogs. Zakai Hawkins at short, Maya Valles at third. Second baseman is Ryan Padilla. First baseman, Joaquin Pfeiffer. As Collazo, which watched that one miss outside, and it's 2-1. Behind home plate, Carlo Gutierrez. The outfielder is left Bombaronga. Center fielder is Angel Eragon, and Diego Avila in right. Here's the 2-1. That's in there for a strike. 2-2. With the bases empty and 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Bulldogs putting 1 on the scoreboard in the top half. As here comes the pitch from Hernandez. Popped up, and this might stay in play. Got 3 Bulldogs giving out chase, but it is going to get out of play, and it'll stay 2-2. As Gutierrez, Pfeiffer, and Hernandez from catcher, first, and pitcher all gave chase, but another opportunity here for Collazo. Hernandez ready to go and into his motion. 2-2. Ground ball and foul as it's rolled over towards the Bulldogs dugout on the third base side. And Coach Padilla will toss that in. Coach Gil Padilla, who I got to tell you has been coaching Las Cruces High baseball for as long as I've been doing radio here, so it's been a long time. 2-2. That's a really good curveball in there for a called strike 3, and the inning is over. So the Tigers go down in order, no runs, no hits. Nobody left on and no errors. Through one complete, it's Las Cruces 1, Alamogordo nothing. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, you're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for a first lien position and 6.99% APR for a second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Almost spot, 12-12-1-9. Top of the second inning on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, and the Bulldogs in front of the Tigers 1-0. And their leadoff hitter is Bubba Ronga in this inning, the number 6 hitter, hitting from the left-hand side, facing the right-handed pitching Eric Vasquez. As the Tiger pitcher's into his motion, and he'll put that in there for a strike. And the second inning underway, 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And this is hit hard up the first base line. It is foul, though, not by a whole lot, as Runga really made some good contact on that. But Vasquez ahead in the count 0-2. Let's see if he can settle down and get that out here. 0-2. This is softly lifted in the air to short, and Caleb Crawford, who almost overran, had to reach back and grab it, but was able to do so comfortably out at short. And so a soft line out to the shortstop is the first out. And Carlo Gutierrez will come to the plate for the Bulldogs, hitting from the right-hand side. And first pitch very high and outside from Vasquez, and 1-0 to the catcher, Gutierrez. So first time through the order for the Bulldogs. They sent 5 to the plate in the first inning on the way to that run, and then this one sent right back up the middle. Third hit of the day for the Bulldogs as the single for Gutierrez. See if we get a courtesy runner here. I believe we will, with Coach Padilla making his way to the home plate umpire to tell him he is going to be putting in a courtesy runner. And it looks like number 21 for Las Cruces will be the man running. And number 21 is Bubba Urenda. So Urenda leads away from first. And the first pitch to Joaquin Pfeiffer will miss. And 1-0 the count. Pick-off throw to first. Runners back in plenty of time. No tag applied by Collazo, who's holding the bag over there at first. Bulldogs have been very aggressive on the base pass already. As a ground ball, that's a fair ball. That goes off the bag at third, and it's out into the corner. And up with it, and a throw on to third. That held it from a run being scored. It'll end up being a double for Pfeiffer, but could have been even more trouble there if it wasn't a strong play out along that third base line. I was right the first time. Out in deep left field by Brody Byers. And Pfeiffer needs to get rid of some of his body armor from home plate, but already 4 hits for Las Cruces over the first inning plus. And Diego Avila comes to the plate in a prime spot to try to add to his team's 1-0 lead. And down and away it misses, and the count 1-0 to Avila. Hitting from the right-hand side. In the past, the Bulldogs have liked to try squeeze plays, so Tigers need to be ready for that. This is hit in the air to right field. Knowles back after it. He's got it. He's going to have to turn around to try to make a throw. It's not going to be in time. The run scores easily. And so a nice sacrifice fly there from Diego Avila. He'll pick up the RBI. 2 outs, but the Bulldogs add to their lead and take a 2-0 lead on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. So back to the top of the order for Las Cruces, and Lucas Hernandez comes to the plate. Hernandez singled, stole a base, then was caught stealing. And he hits a high chopper up the third base line, but foul. And the count is 0-1. This hit to third, fielded nicely by Williams. Toss on to first is in time, and that will avoid the third or second run of the inning being scored. 5-3 on the putout, and the inning is over. Tigers do give up 2 hits for the Bulldogs. They leave 1 on, and no Alamogordo errors. We go to the home half of the second inning. It's Las Cruces 2, Alamogordo nothing. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
Castellano leading things off here for the Tigers in the bottom of the second inning. And the Tigers have their 4 for 5 and 6 facing Lucas Hernandez. Swing and a miss from DeLanda as he leads the inning off. It'll be Dante Knowles and Preston Eldred due up in the inning for the Tigers. Lucas Hernandez in his second inning of work, and that breaking ball dropped in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. And there was some grumbling, I think, from the Alamogordo dugout or fans near the dugout, one of the two. Line outside, it misses 1-2. And a 1-2 that'll be fouled off towards the Las Cruces dugout. So Cash this season is hitting .244, 11 hits, 8 RBIs, a couple of doubles, a triple and a home run. 2-0 loss, Cruces, if you're just tuning in on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. And a swing and a miss as DeLanda frustrated as he heads back to the dugout. And there's one down. Second strikeout for Hernandez. Dante Knowles will come to the plate now for Alamogordo. Had some big hits in the most recent game. And trying to keep that going tonight against Mayfield last Friday. I thought he played well in the doubleheader. Here's the pitch, and that one is in there for a called strike. Oh, 0-1 to Knowles. Preston Eldred in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Knowles will watch that one miss high. And Dante hitting 125 on the season. 4 runs, 3 hits. Does have 3 RBIs. And that will get in there for a strike. And it's 1-2 now to Knowles. Hit in the air and foul, out of play. This is something I thought Dante did well in his last game, was hitting with 2 strikes and keeping at bats alive. And always something positive to see a hitter able to do. Dante, a senior. And a ground ball to the right side. And is snagged over there at second. Toss on to first by Ryan Padilla. And there's 2 down, 4-3 on the putout. Preston Eldred will come to the plate, and Preston, a freshman who had at least it was first time I got to see him play at the varsity level on Friday of last week, and I thought he played well. Had a lot of really good at-bats, and I think even drove in a couple of runs for the Tigers. Pitch misses high. 1-0 to Preston. Tigers talking for their first base runner of this game. And that one, a swing and a miss. See, after one, bit low. Count evens up, though. Hernandez working quick. Here's the pitch. And this one hit hard to short, but fielded cleanly over there by Hawkins. Toss on to first, and the inning is over. So the Tigers have made some decent contact in this game, but unfortunately haven't been able to get it out of the infield. 3 up, 3 down for Alamogordo, and we're through 2 complete loss. Cruces leading 2-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
There's lots of good reasons for a personal loan. Unexpected expenses, paying bills, or home projects. And good reasons to get your personal loan at our credit union. We're member-owned and not-for-profit. Apply online or in person. Loco Credit Union. We belong to you. Online at lococreditunion.com. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
We belong to you.
Almost Formal Talk, 1230, 1019. We go to the top of the third. Las Cruces 2, Alamogordo nothing on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Called strike on the first pitch in to Zakai Hawkins, who walked and stole a base and eventually came around and scored in that inning. And that will hop off the catcher, then off the hitter, and, of course, Cash DeLanda to go chase that down. Count evens up at 1-1. 2, 3, and 4 in the order due up here for Las Cruces in the inning, as Ryan Padilla and Maya Valles also due up. Breaking pitch that stayed high, never really broke. And Hawkins had to back out of the way, 2-1. And that breaking ball drops in there for a called strike, and the count evens up at 2-2. Vasquez has given up 4 hits in the game, a walk, and misses low and away on that. And the count goes 3-2 now. Hawkins, Padilla, Valles for the Bulldogs. Padilla grounded out. That moved Hawkins up to second. Then he stole third. And as he did so, the throw in and throw outfield and allowed him to score that run in the first inning. Pushed out to right field. This one will drop in front of Knowles. And it'll end up being a single for Hawkins. His first hit of the day. Hit number 5 for Las Cruces this evening. And as we saw earlier, a very dangerous player on the base paths. I think if you're Vasquez right away, you've got to be making a pickoff throw to first. Not much of a lead from Hawkins. Actually, he's standing right next to the bag. Pitch misses outside. That was interesting. Yeah, he had maybe a step off the bag. I guess maybe expecting the same thing I was thinking was a pickoff throw over there. Now he takes a more traditional lead. Not quite as big as he did earlier in the game. And that's going to miss a bit high as well. And he finds it falls behind the count 2-0 to Padilla, who grounded out to short his first time up. A little bit healthier lead from Hawkins. Does not go. Pitches in the dirt and inside. And Vasquez behind the count here 3-0. Vasquez coming set from the stretch. And, boy, Hawkins, that was one where I think Vasquez needed to turn around. Now the throw goes into the outfield. They'll throw out to third, and that'll be corralled by Williams. But Hawkins had gotten about halfway between first and second. And the pitch to the plate ended up being a strike, so it's 3-1. But Hawkins ends up over at third, given the stolen base, and then the throwing error for the Tigers. And high it misses, and we'll have runners in the corners here for the Bulldogs in the top of the third inning, and still nobody out. And Coach Justin Phillips is going to go out and talk to his pitcher here. Maya Valles will come to the plate. He doubled his last time up. I think this is going to be partially to talk to the pitcher, but also partially to talk to the infield. Because I think you'll probably see Ryan Padilla trying to advance to second. If you're the Tigers, do you just eat that? Or do you try to get him out at second? Or do you try the throw where the shortstop or the second baseman kind of runs in front of the bag and rifles it home quickly? Because I would imagine that's trying the double field for the Bulldogs is going to be in the realm of possibility here. You want to mention the Tularosa Lady Cats winners tonight, 10-0 as they defeated Capitan. Let me double check on that. All of a sudden I'm having a moment of, is that who they played tonight? I think that it was who they played tonight. Because I believe they have Mescalero Apache coming this week. Yeah, beat Capitan tonight, 10-0. Lady Tigers, it shows at Jax Preps they were playing at 5 o'clock, and I think they're played at 7. This is a high pop-up and should be playable here in foul territory. Collazo giving chase, but he overruns it a little bit, and that would have been a big first out for the Tigers, but they don't get to it. Both him and Vasquez were kind of in the vicinity, but I don't know if Gabriel didn't really have a good eye on it. And instead it'll just be a strike on Valles. That would have been a massive first out for the Tigers. See if the Bulldogs make them pay. Padilla not with much of a lead at first. And breaking pitch didn't really break and stayed high and inside. Counts 1-1. Here comes the pitch. High chopper, and that goes just off the glove of Williams. He was coming in on the play, and when he jumped up there to get it, couldn't secure it, and the run will score. Ooh, that's a tough one to call because he was running in on the play, and I'm not totally sure why he was running in like that, to be fair. I'll give, I think that's got to be an error. This is hard hit and shot up the first base line, but foul by Angel Edegon. So Hawkins scores on the play, makes it 3-0. Padilla moves up to second, and Vi is safe at first on that play. Would have been interesting to see what happened there if he does field it cleanly. I think they for sure get the out at first. Do the Bulldogs get aggressive and try to move I think it probably would have been second and third with one out, but pick-off throw goes back to second. Edegon grounded out to short. Tigers would love a ground out up the middle or a ground ball up the middle here. Maybe try to turn two. There's some pretty big holes. Now the Tigers will shift back into normal position. And the pitch misses low and away. And DeLanda was out of his stance quickly. Counts 1-1. Top of three, Bulldogs leading 3-0. A run in each of the first 3 innings, but this one far from over. Still nobody out. Runners on first and second. And a softly hit ground ball that'll go foul at the third base side, 1-2. Oh, I'm sorry, 2-2. I got off on my count there. As we await the pitch from Vasquez. Look back to second. Now focuses on the plates. In the dirt. And trying to ask if he went around. I thought he held up. Three and two. I heard somebody saying he did. I don't know if that was from the Alamogordo dugout or it was from that direction, but I don't know if that's, as we learned the Yankees game this week, just because it's from that direction doesn't necessarily mean it was somebody from the dugout. Swing and a miss and a strikeout there for Vasquez. And he picks up the first out of the inning. Still first and second. First strikeout of the game for Vasquez. And it brings up Bubba Ronga, who lined out to short his first time up. And steps into the box here. Still a good chance for the Bulldogs to add on to their lead. Tigers, they're going to have to start getting the bats going as the pitch is in the dirt and rolls out in front of DeLanda. He's off with his mask quickly and tracking it down. Nobody advances, and it's 1-0. But at this point, a 3-0 lead, 4-0 lead may be a tough one for the Tigers to come back from, considering they're still looking for their first hit. 1-0. High misses, 2-0. Padilla at second. Vi is at first for the Bulldogs. At the plate, it's Runga. Ahead in the count, 2-0 against Vasquez, who comes set at the belt. Here's the pitch. This is fouled off, back in our direction. And the count goes to 2-1. The pitch. Ground ball or liner foul. That ricochets off the fence up the first base line. And the count's even here at 2-2. Vasquez, couple of checks back to second, to the plate in the dirt. And that one was down around the feet of DeLanda. Didn't get too far away from him, but it was also one of those that he wasn't quite sure where it was at, kind of scrambled for it, but nobody moves up, and the count runs full now. Able to get a strikeout on a full count, 3-2 pitch against Aragon on last at-bat. See if he can do it again. Here's the payoff. This is hitting the air to right center field, and this will be deep into the gap. Should bring in 2 runs. It will. And working his way all the way around to third and stopping there with a stand-up triple is Ronga. And the Bulldogs plate 2 more in the inning and take a 5-0 lead. And so Carlo Gutierrez will come to the plate. He is singled and scored in this game. And with 1 out, got some options here. Deep fly ball brings in a run. Obviously, a base hit does as well. 6 hits in the game for the Bulldogs. And now 5 runs to go along with those 6 hits. And inside it misses. It's 1-0. Vasquez working out of his full motion now. And misses high. And it's 2-0. And you look at the order, and I think it's just a couple of guys who have been able to secure a hit in this game for Las Cruces. Their bats have been hitting the ball really well. And let's be fair, this is a team that has hit well all season long across the order. They, yes, here comes the pitch. Down and in, it misses. Oh, no, called strike. 2-2. As a team, the Bulldogs are hitting .304 this year. That's impressive. And looking for the 2-2 misses outside. That one was probably closer than the last one. I said it was outside. Anyway, another full count. Here it comes. Called strike 3 as that falls in there for a strike, and there's 2 down. And Joaquin Pfeiffer will come to the plate for Las Cruces. Pfeiffer doubled his last time up. Now we'll likely need a base hit to bring in that run from third. And he sends this to left field. Byers won't have to move. He catches it, and the inning is over. Tigers do surrender 3 runs, 3 hits for Las Cruces, 2 Tiger errors, and 1 runner left on. We go to the home half of the third, and it's Las Cruces 5, Alamogordo nothing on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ochoa Stucco serves residential and commercial projects all throughout this wonderful community. Whether you're looking for some patching up or a complete stucco on your home or business, Ochoa Stucco has you covered. 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
This is Rachel from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Las Cruces leading Alamogordo 5-0. We go to the bottom of the third, and Caleb Crawford to lead things off. Lucas Hernandez continues on the bump for the Bulldogs, and first pitch will miss high and away to Crawford. 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Tigers. Due up in the inning. Crawford, Williams, and then Byers for Alamogordo. That pitch in there for a strike. As Crawford kind of bent his knees to go along with that pitch, but stayed above in the strike zone. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, and 1-2 as he can't catch up with the fastball. Hernandez into his wind, and here's the pitch. That one will miss, I think, a little bit low. And the count evens up here at 2-2. Crawford's kind of been in and out of the lineup this year. He's played defensively a lot for the Tigers, but hasn't necessarily hit in every game for Alamogordo. Swings and misses this one and strikes out. So one down, and that'll be strikeout number 3 for Hernandez, who has faced the minimum here through 2 1/3 innings. And to the plate for the Tigers is Brandon Williams. And Williams, just in his 4th varsity game for the Tigers this year, hitting 125 in there for a strike. I think, if anything, Brandon's really shored up things at first or third base for the Tigers defensively, down and away. And the count evens up here at 1-1. He's wearing a different number tonight. I think he's wearing 13. I guess number 1 not available in these jerseys. Pop up to the right side of the infield, and underneath it is Padilla at second. He's got it, and there's 2 down. So brings up Brody Byers in the number 9 spot of the Tigers order. And Byers will try to get the first hit off Hernandez. Tigers have made contact, and decent contact throughout the game, but still looking for hit number 1. And also trying to get one out of the infield for the first time. Byers will watch that right in there for a strike. And 0-1 to the Tigers left fielder. Here's the pitch. And fouled off and back to the screen as he gets a piece of it, but finds himself behind the count now 0-2. 5-0 Bulldogs. They've got 6 hits. Tigers, no runs, no hits so far, and a swing and a miss, and strikeout number 4. And the inning is over. So this continues looking rock solid for the Bulldogs through 3 completes. They lead Alamogordo 5-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 1019. You're listening to Tiger Baseball.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 1019 as we head to the top of the 4th inning. And Las Cruces in front 5-0. Diego Avila leads things off. Eric Vasquez continues on the mound for the Tigers, and the very, very fit sees is a hard-hit ground ball, but foul at the third base line. And the count is 1-0. Avila sent a fly ball out to right field in his first at-bat that brought in a run from third, so he's got an RBI. And as they bring that baseball back in, it's tossed back to the umpire. And we are ready to go. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And ahead in the count now, 0-2 is Vasquez. Top of the order due up next, Hernandez and Hawkins. Here's the 0-2. And that'll miss outside. Count 1-2 now. The pitch. And this hit in the air to center field and will drop down in front of Kiss. And a leadoff hit here in the top of the fourth inning for Las Cruces. Puts Diego Avila on. And to the plate now comes Lucas Hernandez, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Singled, grounded out, has a stolen base, and was caught stealing. That all happened in the same inning, the stolen base and the caught stealings. He tried to go from first to second and then second to third. And that breaking ball's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Hernandez. Not a big lead for Avila over at first. And the pitch. In the dirt. DeLanda blocks it. Stays in front of it. 1-1. The wear and tear that a catcher goes through here. Cash, I don't know how many times I've said it throughout the season covering games for them. Having to make plays like that. He makes it look routine, though. 2-1 as pitch misses high. It'll be interesting to see who takes over catcher for him next season. Gosh, I feel like he's been the Tiger catcher for forever. It's probably only been 3 seasons, but it feels like it's been longer. Here's the pitch. And this one hit in the air center field. Kiss will get right to it and grab it. So hit on a rope by Hernandez, but right to the center fielder. And there's one down. So to bring up Zakai Hawkins. Hawkins a walk and a single, 2 runs scored, a couple of stolen bases as well. Pitch is in the dirt and kicks off to the right of DeLanda, and that's going to allow Avila to advance to second on the play. So wild pitch moves the runner up, and the Bulldogs put one in scoring position now. Hawkins heading the count 1-0. Nothing Las Cruces if you're just joining us. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 3 runs home in the third for the Bulldogs. Hawkins will watch that one hit in here for a strike, and it's 1-1. Hawkins got that high bat hold, elbows really high, bat way up there. And he pops this one up. It should get into shallow right field. Long chase here, and Tupper's going to get to it. And for a second there, I didn't know he was going to turn around and guard against the runner advancing, but well done by Aiden, and Avila did not try to advance. So it's 2 down, and Ryan Padilla comes to the plate. Walked and scored in the third inning, and a ground out in his at-bat in the first. Runner on second with 2 down now after the leadoff single. A line out and a pop out, and that'll stay high on the curveball. 1-0 to Padilla. Couple of checks back to second. To the plate, it misses inside. Off the glove of DeLanda. Avila ended up about, I'd say maybe a third of the way towards third base, beat from second, but went back. And I think smart for him to not try to advance that. It really didn't get that far away from Cash, but would have been a difficult play for DeLanda. He would have had to barehand that and spin around and throw to third, but he was, because of the direction that the ball went to his left towards third base, made the throw a little bit easier if he had to make it. But it's in the dirt now, 3-0, as Padilla's heading the count on Vasquez. DeLanda will walk a few steps out towards the mound, toss the ball to his pitcher, and then reset behind home plate. Vasquez ready, and the pitch. It's in there for a strike. Get it over, and it's 3-1. Baez in the on-deck circle, a double for him tonight. He also reached on air and scored his last time up. Big off throw to second. Avila will get back. As Tupper over to cover the bag. 2 outs, the runner on second. Tigers trying to keep the Bulldogs off the board for the first time in this game. High in the air to center field. Kiss back after it. He's got it, and they will do so on the long pop out there from Padilla. And that'll do it. Bulldogs leave one on. They had one hit, no Tiger errors, and no runs scored. 5-0 Las Cruces as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning on the Rissa Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Local Credit Union would like to send a huge congratulations to 2024 graduating class. Are you ready to take the next step towards a brighter future after graduation? Secure your dreams with our flexible and affordable graduation loans. Whether you're looking to pursue a higher education, start a business, or simply need financial assistance as you start a new chapter of life, we've got you covered. Visit Local Credit Union today. Member NCUA.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Thanks for listening to Tiger Baseball on your Tuesday night. Tigers trailing 5-0 to Las Cruces, and they go to the top of the fourth inning, still for their first base runner here against Lucas Hernandez as the righty's into his motion, and the first pitch is right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 to Cade Kiss, who grounded out to short his first time up. And fouled off and back to the backstop. And he falls behind the count here, 0-2. Cade Kiss, Aiden Tupper, and Gabriel Collazo do up in the inning for the Alamogordo Tigers. As the lefty facing the righty Hernandez. Here's the pitch. Well outside on the 0-2. And the count is 1-2. And here it comes. Down and in, it misses. And 2-2 now to Kiss. Now, that's the part of the order certainly you think could break through for the Tigers with Kiss and Collazo both due up this inning. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and struck him out. First out of the inning, and strikeouts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Hernandez. Brings up Aiden Tupper, who grounded out to third in his first at-bat. Hitting from the right-hand side, steps into the box. And Hernandez into his windup, and here's the pitch. That's right in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. And when he lines up, he kind of has his toes are pointed directly to the third base line, so off to an angle to home plate. And this hit well, but it's going to go foul over into the Las Cruces dugout. Nothing more frustrating for a hitter than that when you feel like you made some good contact on one, but unfortunately out of play, and now you're behind in the count 0-2. The pitch. And took a late swing on a sweeping slider there from Hernandez. And that's back-to-back strikeouts in the inning for the Tigers as Hernandez seems to be picking up more momentum. He struck out 4 of the last 5. And Gabriel Collazo comes to the plate, a strikeout victim in this game. 6 strikeouts total in the game for Hernandez as he winds and deals, and high pop-up into shallow center field. Got 3 or 4 different guys going after it, and it fell. Well, if that is an error, I'm not sure who to give it to, because they had the second baseman and the shortstop and the center fielder and the right fielder all there, but nobody got to it. I mean, I'll give Gabe a single. Why not? Not an easy spot. You have the infielders going back to try to get to it, and the outfielders both had to make some pretty long runs to get there, but nobody really took charge for Las Cruces, and Alamogordo gets a base runner. Cash to land at the plate, and the first pitch to him will miss outside, 1-0. Cash struck out his first time up. First base runner of the evening for the Tigers. And DeLanda fouls this off over towards the Bulldogs dugout on the third base side. And the count evens up at 1-1. DeLanda and possibly Dante Knowles, who is in the X circle for the Tigers. And in the dirt. Well done by Carlo Gutierrez to slide to his right and keep that in front of him. 2-1 the count. With a runner on first and 2 down. Hernandez working out of the stretch for the first time today. Long wait. Time called prior to the pitch. It did come across, but the home plate umpire had granted time first, and so the count remains 2-1. Collazo with a lead, but generally not a threat to steal. Check swing, and missed just a little bit high, it looks like. And 3-1. That'll miss low, and the Tigers have runners on first and second here with 2 out. And Dante Knowles trying to make something happen. Tigers still don't have a strong line drive hit to the outfield in this game. And it'll bring up, courtesy runner for the Tigers. Connor Crawford at first. Thought it was a pinch hitter. So Crawford out there for the catcher, DeLanda. And fouled off and back of the screen by Knowles. Knowles grounded out to second his first time up. Tigers trailing 5-0. Get it started at some point. This would be certainly the time you want to do it. First time they've had base runners on all night. And that's in there for a strike. Good fastball from Hernandez. And 0-2 now to the Tiger senior. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Hernandez, and his total improves to 7. Tigers leave 2 on. They have 1 hit, no runs, and no Bulldog errors. We go to the top of the 5th inning with Las Cruces leading 5-0. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back here to Tiger Field. Alamogordo baseball trailing Las Cruces 5-0 as we go to the top of the fifth inning. And Maya Valles will lead things off for Las Cruces. Valles, then Edegon and Runga here in the inning. As Eric Vasquez continues on the mound for the Tigers. And a check swing. And he did go around, according to the home plate umpire. And 0-1 the count here to Valles. I think Vasquez has pitched solidly in this game, but unfortunately not getting a ton of run support as a nice curveball drops in there for a strike. 0-2. Cleanup hitter for the Bulldogs. And this one hit in the air to right center field. That'll get down. And that'll get all the way out towards the wall. Kiss comes up with it. And sliding into second safely will be Valles on an 0-2 pitch. Lifts a double out to right center field. Bulldogs have hit the ball really well in this game. That is their fourth extra base hit, I believe. Double in the first, double in the second, triple in the third. Yeah, and the double here now. So 4 extra base hits for the Bulldogs, and they put a runner in scoring position. And Angel Edegon, who has grounded out and struck out, will make his way to the plate. And outside it misses, and it's 1-0 to Edegon. Vasquez working out of the stretch. And here's the pitch. Check swing in the dirt. And 2-0 now to Edegon. One score we do have for you guys, 10-0 to La Rosa softball. Be Capitan tonight. Alamogordo softball, I believe, started 7 o'clock tonight, so we'll have a final score for you later on this evening. And a chopper towards short. Crawford will have that cleanly. Toss on to first is in time. Runner runs to third on the put out. And 6-3 on the put out. Caleb's been busy over there at shortstop tonight and has made some good plays. But Bubba Rongo come to the plate now. Triple and 2 RBIs his last time up. Line down in his other at-bat. Trying to add on to the Bulldogs' 5-0 lead. Here's the pitch from Vasquez as he misses high, 1-0. You look through the order, I think Edegon's the only guy that has not been on tonight. As the 1-0 misses, 2-0. Everybody else has either got a hit or a walk or reached on an error for Las Cruces. Trying to bring that man in from third. Here comes the 2-0. And that misses high. 3-0. Does look like there's somebody over in the Alamogordo bullpen, but I don't know if that's somebody warming up or I can't tell from here. 3-0. Gets it over for a strike. 3-1. Thule Baseball's over in Lordsburg tonight for a doubleheader. That one I think was supposed to start at 3 and 5, but there was some issues with transportation as that's in the dirt and will move over to the right of the Landa, but ends up being a walk, and the runner stays at third. So it's first and third now for Las Cruces. And Carlo Gutierrez, who singled and scored a run in the second, struck out his last time up, will come to the plate for the Bulldogs. Tigers will have one more homestand this season. They'll be at home next Friday against Gadsden to wrap up their season. Lady Tigers are at home this Friday for softball, and then Tuesday will be their final regular season home game. As the first pitch misses high to Gutierrez, 1-0. Vasquez will take a step back, kind of shake out his right arm, and comes set from the stretch with the runners in the corners. And that'll be in there for a called strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Alamogordo Tennis is in action tonight against Las Cruces this evening. We might have some results on that before we go off the air tonight. Showing bunt, tried to push it up the first base line, but it'll be foul. And the count is 1-2 as they were looking for the squeeze play, but really didn't miss it by a whole lot. That was not a bad idea there from Gutierrez. At minimum, they're going to score the run and move the runner up to second on that play. Tigers might have been able to tag him out coming up the first base line, but big off throw to first. Tigers must have thought something was going to be on there. The pitch. And check fouled off the Alamogordo dugout. And the count remains 1-2 on Gutierrez. Valles, who led off the inning with a double, standing at third. And Runga, who just walked, standing at first base. One down, no runs across in the inning. And a 1-2 count here to Gutierrez. Fouled off again, this time behind home plate to the screen. And the count will remain 1-2. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. The Landa with some good work to block that and stay in front. And 2-2 now. Already the set of the at-bat. 2-2 count. Gutierrez earning himself some extra swings with these foul-offs. 2-2. And just missed high. The Landa wanted the call at strike 3, but didn't get it. Well, umpire actually said outside. I thought it was up. So 3-2 now. Set from the belt. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Hit in the air to left center field. Kiss after it. He's got it. Run will tag up from third. And he will score. And so a sacrifice fly for Gutierrez. And makes it 6-0 as Maya Valles scores for the Bulldogs. First RBI of the night for Gutierrez. 2 down. Runga goes back to first base. And with 2 down, Joaquin Pfeiffer will come to the plate. Double and a line out. And Tiger catcher Cash DeLanda goes out and talks to Eric Vasquez. So 6-0 Las Cruces. Tigers kept him off the board in the fourth, but 1 run in the first, 1 in the second, 3 runs in the third, and now a run in the fifth inning. And now we're going to see Coach Phillips come out and maybe pitch count there. I'm not sure, but that'll be the end of the game for Vasquez. So he'll go 4 2/3. And I think it's Mason Bodley that's going to come in for Alamogordo. So 4.2 innings pitched and surrendered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits in the game. 6 runs, and you can go through there and probably say only 3, maybe 4 were earned in the game. And 1 strikeout. No, I'm sorry, 2 strikeouts in the game for Vasquez. I'm sorry. I shorted him 1. And he also walked 1, 2, 3 in the game as well. So Bodley warms up for the Tigers. We'll go ahead and fit in a break. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's Las Cruces 6, Alamogordo nothing, and we will have 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning when we return. Bulldogs in front by 6.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
Mason Bodley on the bump for the Tigers now after 4 2/3 from Eric Vasquez. He leaves the game with the Bulldogs leading 6-0. 8 hits, 6 runs, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks in 4 2/3 innings pitched for Vasquez. So Bodley into the game, and Joaquin Pfeiffer will be the first man he faces. As we mentioned before the break, a double and a lineout. As Bodley will work from the stretch, as I believe he does predominantly. I don't think he ever works from the full motion. And a swing and a miss on a curveball, and the count is 0-1. Bodley certainly, with his changeup and curve and slider, are the things that he will utilize best. And this is hit in the air to right field. Knowles will have to make a run to get to it, but he does. And the inning is over. So Bodley comes out and gets the final out of the inning on a pop out to right field by Joaquin Pfeiffer. And that does it through 4 1/2. Tigers up to hit in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing 6-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
There's lots of good reasons for a personal loan. Unexpected expenses, paying bills, or home projects. And good reasons to get your personal loan at our credit union. We're member-owned and not-for-profit. Apply online or in person. Loco Credit Union. We belong to you. Online at lococreditunion.com. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back. I think we've got some changes for Las Cruces. I know for sure the first baseman is, well, let me look up this name on Max Preps. I'm not sure if I'm looking at that right. Is Micah Escandon is over at first. I'm not sure how that'll look in the lineup and everything, but we'll try to make sure we get that for you guys. And I believe it's still checking behind home plate. And it's still, I don't think that's Gutierrez. I don't think that's 13, so I think they put in a new catcher as well. So I'll have to get all that for you guys. Tigers at the plate, though, and Preston Eldred will swing, and he did get a piece of the first pitch. They keep Lucas Hernandez on the mound, though. So I don't know if it's just on the infield that they've made changes. Yeah, because I think number 8 is also a reserve over at third. And I think Xander Pata is over there now. That's in there for a strike. And 0-2. So Pata's at third. And trying to tell if that is still Hawkins out at short. Fouled off by Eldred to the backstop. Yeah, Hawkins is still over there at shortstop. And Padilla is still at second. Pitch misses high, 1-2 to Eldred. So I believe catcher and first base and third base have changed for Las Cruces. And this is fouled off and back in our direction, and Eldred stays in the at-bat. The count's 1-2. 6-0 Las Cruces. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Alamogordo did pick up their first hit, and a single and a walk, and had a runner in scoring position in the last inning, but that's been about it. Curveball that never really broke there for Hernandez. And the count will move to 2-2 now. I think there might have been some changes in the outfield too, but I think we'll get it when they come around to bat. High pop up on the infield for Eldred. Right side of the infield, and who's calling off who? It looks like the first baseman. And the first baseman who just came into the game, Micah Escandon. Sorry, the whatchamacallit, the handwritten lineup card. There's I don't know. I guess it does look like Escandon. I'm just having trouble reading it. Anyway, 1 down. Here's the pitch from Hernandez. And that'll be in there for a strike to Crawford. Caleb struck out his first time up, behind the count 0-1 to start this at-bat. And the pitch. And he hits it well, and he hits it into the outfield for a base hit. So Crawford on an 0-1 pitch gives the Tigers a speedy base runner. And see if they can get something started. And Williams is wearing 13 tonight. I guess they don't have a 1 in this jersey set. I'm not sure. Or they did, and they don't have it right now. One of the two. And that'll be in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Williams. Hernandez giving up just his second hit, and the first for sure hit. I wasn't really sure what to give on the high pop to right center field for Collazo. I ended up giving a hit, but certainly could have ruled an error. Swing and a miss from Williams, and it's 0-2. Brody Byers in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. As Williams continues to work some practice swings, waiting for Hernandez to come set, and he does. And a ground ball to the left side. And trying to barehand it, unable to secure it. And there's that change at third base that maybe makes a little bit of a difference. E5. I think that's one if you were the Bulldogs. Just try to secure with your glove and get the throw to first and get the out. But first and second for the Tigers with 1 out now, as Pata was unable to come up with it over there for the Bulldogs. And so Byers, who struck out his first time up, comes to the plate. Long with back to second. Bunts, and it's pushed up the first base line, and it's misplayed by the first baseman. And the Tigers will have the bases loaded with one down and back to the top of the order here for Cade Kiss. And we're going to see a visit from the dugout for Las Cruces. To talk things over. E3. And the entire infield coming in to chat things over for the Bulldogs. So a couple of defensive miscues for Las Cruces, and I would say both on what could have been routine plays. I'm not sure what. It was a really good bunt there by Byers. I don't think there would have been a play. Might have been a play to third, but likely would have been to try to just turn around and either go to first or tag the runner out as he's coming up the line. But those were two of the changes there. They brought a new first baseman, a new third baseman there, and really hadn't seen either of those guys. Well, no, we did see the third baseman put in some action earlier in the game, but here's a great opportunity for Cade Kiss, leading the team in RBIs. Got a pair of runners in scoring position, and the bases loaded with one down. Here's the pitch from Hernandez. This is fouled off and out of play up the third base side as he shoots it opposite field, and it's 0-1. Now, if the Tigers can put up a big number in this inning, this one's not over. Bottom of the fifth, if they can bring in 4 runs, cut it down to a 2-run lead, but that's a long ways to go. In the dirt, and it got away from the catcher, but didn't get that far of away. And it's 1-1. And we almost saw another. Like I said, I don't believe that's Gutierrez behind the plate now. Still waiting to see the Bulldogs lineup so I can get all these changes correctly because there was a lot of them. Here's the pitch from Hernandez. And Kissel foul that one off, out of play. And the count goes 1-2 now, and the Tigers lead off hitter. Ground out strikeout is 2 times up. Crawford at third. Williams at second. Byers at first. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss, and that one came in and tied him up, and I think it would have been a ball, but kind of a late decision from Kiss. Had it, and you can tell he was frustrated. Aiden Tupper now up to him. Try and keep this inning alive. Now needing a base hit. Try to bring a run in. Hernandez will miss outside on the first offering. It's 1-0. Tigers don't want to leave those runners in scoring position. Try to make this a game here. Upper swings and misses, and the count is 1-1. Aiden 0 for 2. Ground out, strikeout. As here comes the pitch from Hernandez. Inside it misses. 2-1. Quaz in the on-deck. He would desperately like an opportunity with some base runners in this inning. 2-1. Fouled off, and the count moves to 2-2 now on Tupper. Hernandez still only surrendered 2 hits in this game, but each last 2 innings, Tigers have put some runners into scoring position. Hernandez, long look in, and now he's going to step off. And obviously some miscommunication or disagreement between catcher and pitcher here. And so we'll try it again, or they will rather. 2-2 the count, bases loaded. 2 outs, and the pitch from Hernandez. Called strike 3 is that's over the outer half, and he watches that one go by. So the Tigers leave them loaded. 1 hit, 2 Bulldogs errors, no runs scored, and we go to, or I should say, 2 Bulldogs errors. Let's try that again. No runs scored, 1 hit, 3 left on, and 2 Las Cruces errors. 5 complete, and it's Las Cruces 6, Alamogordo nothing. We go to the top of the 6th inning here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
If your home is in need of some stucco work, either the whole house or some patch and paint work, Ochoa Stucco has the expertise to get the job done and done right. Contact them today at 575-442-6745 for your estimate. Go Tigers!
This is Rachel from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Alamo Sports and Talk 31-119. It's 6-0 Las Cruces here at Tiger Baseball. As we go to the top of the 6th inning, Mason Bodley for the Tigers is out to pitch. He finished off the last inning, and we'll start off this inning. Number 21 leading things off for Las Cruces. That is a pinch hitter, and I think one of the guys that was subbed in, Diego Avila, and a swing going around on 1-1. I don't think he necessarily was 2, but as number 21 is Bubba Urenda. And that'll miss. Count goes to 2-1. Looks like Hernandez still hitting. He's back at the top of the order. I think Hernandez and Hawkins, I know, are both still in the game. I think the top 3 in the order. And that one misses, and it's 3-1. So 6-0, top of the 6th on the Ricky Motor scoreboard. Bulldogs have scored in every inning but the 4th. And had 3 runs in the 3rd and a ground ball left side of the infield. This will be a tough play for Crawford. Charges on it and never got a throw off. I don't know if he just never felt like he had it cleanly. I think if he lets go of it, he's got a chance to get it to first in time, but decides to just go ahead and eat it. We'll give Miranda there an infield single. And so runner on first, and Lucas Hernandez will come to the plate. He is got a single and a line out and a ground out in his 3 tries. 1 for 3 on the evening. And this is hit hard but foul up the third base side. Waited on the breaking ball from Bodley, but just still couldn't wait long enough to keep that in the lines. You could tell he was being patient. But it goes foul. Now miss away. 1-1. I'm going to Lady Tigers winners tonight as they beat Las Cruces 14-0, improving now to 18-3 on the season for the Lady Tigers. They'll be at home on Friday for a doubleheader against Las Cruces. This is fouled off out the first base side. The count goes 1-2. 18-3 and 10-0 in district now for the Lady Tigers. Or, I'm sorry, 9-1 in district. Big off throw to first, and they got him. Getting too far away from the bag. Inda. And there's one down. A nice pickoff move there from Bonnelly. And tries to get the curveball to drop in for the strike, but 2-2 now. Bonnelly working out of the stretch. He's set. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And DeLand will have to toss it on to first. Couldn't tag out Hernandez in time. 2 down. So Mason looks solid since relieving Vasquez. And he'll face off against Zakai Hawkins, who has scored twice, single walk, a couple stolen bases. As Bonnelly into his motion, here's the pitch, and that'll be low. Counts 1-0. One drops low as well. And 2-0. Middle of the order here for the Bulldogs, trying to add on some insurance here in the late innings. If they were to have a big inning, they could. I mean, we're in the top of the sixth at this point now. Might be tough to get that mercy rule. As this is fouled off, 2-1. But Tigers have definitely threatened in the last couple of innings, just haven't been able to convert and bring that run in or runs in, which in district has definitely been the challenge for the Tigers. And that'll miss, I believe, high. 3-1. The pitch. And this one hit on a sit-off rope and actually goes to the ground, and then Crawford kicks it with his foot, and that'll be an error on the Tigers. So Alamogordo puts Hawkins on the base path, and I guess the question here with the 6-0 lead, is he aggressive trying to steal bases as he was earlier in the game, or is it any different here with the game in hand at the moment? And pitches in there for a strike on the first offering to Ryan Padilla. He has walked and scored, popped out, and grounded out in his 3 tries. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a called strike. And kind of a knee bend from Padilla. Usually a sign that the hitter did not agree with the call. Deep knee bend. Runner goes, and so as Bonnelly went to turn around and try to throw it to somebody, he throws it into the outfield. And so give another stolen base to Hawkins, and that was my question. I wondered if he would have been trying to steal if the problem there was, or is he going back to second? Okay, I guess they called a balk prior to any of that, so no stolen base, actually. So the balk was called prior to anything that happened in the play. And so stays at second base. Actually a break for the Tigers, and now the pitch gets away as it's in the dirt, and so Hawkins ends up at third regardless. So I'm kind of off on what the count is at this point. I think it's 1-2 to Padilla. No, 2-2. Okay. Bonnelly can still focus on the man at the plate if he can get him out and keep the Bulldogs off the board. And that breaking pitch called strike 3. And the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Las Cruces leading 6-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And the Tigers up to hit. We'll be back right after this here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. First pitch hits Gabriel Collazo, and on the deflection, we came up and caught the pitcher or I should say the home plate umpire in the face mask. And so I think he's kind of trying to shake that off. Collazo, I believe, is okay. Or is there a discussion on whether that was Collazo checking out of the... Okay, so they're taking Collazo out. I don't think this is a pinch runner. May not have anything to do with the hit by pitch there. So, on the base pass for the second time today for Collazo before they lift him for a pinch runner. Backlund will come on, and I'm sure Collazo will probably return in the next inning to play first base. As Cash Delanda will come to play for the Tigers. Swings and takes a big swing at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Hernandez continues out on the mound for Las Cruces. As he comes set from the stretch with that runner on first. And looking to get that one over the plate for a strike, but misses outside. And it's 1-1. So I think I've got the defensive changes for the Bulldogs set now. Dom DiMatteo, I believe, is catching now. As a check swing and foul off by Delanda, frustrated by that. We mentioned Micah Escandon moved in over at first base for Joaquin Pfeiffer. And the third baseman is now Xander Pata. Pick-off throw to first, and Macklin gets in there before the tag. And then number 20, Wyatt Major, is out in left field. We mentioned Bubba Urenda. Breaking ball misses. Macklin is out at second, I believe. He is on the stolen base attempt. And one down as the Tigers lose their base runner. 2-2 at the plate. And a good throw there by DiMatteo. The pitch from Hernandez. And goes with the breaking ball, misses high and inside, and Delanda gets the count full now, 3-2. 6-0 Las Cruces, bottom of the sixth inning. And this will be a high pop-up that will sent to right center field. And that's going to drop. And DeLanda tried to get to second on the play and is tagged out. Well, he caught a break on the ball dropping, as I guess the second baseman, Padilla, just didn't have a good eye on it, or the right fielder for the Bulldogs, Llorenda. But the ball dropped probably like 5 paces outside the infield grass, and I think Cash might have just been running it out as it was a high pop-up and, trying to advance, if he does drop it, get to second. But, yeah, I don't know. So we'll go E4 and then 4-6 on that. Swing and a miss to Knowles. Regardless, it's 2 outs. And then a high pop-up into the foul territory up the first base side. Nobody's going to get to it. Long chase from Padilla at second, and the right fielder ran up for baseman and testing him on. 2-strike count for Knowles. With 2 outs and the bases empty in the bottom of the 6th. And the count is and a swing and a miss. Hernandez went with a completely different motion there as he threw his glove all the way through the back, lifted his arms back behind his head going into the motion. I don't think he'd done that the entire game, or I wasn't paying attention. That was different. I don't know, just try to mess up the rhythm of the Tiger hitter. But inning is over with a strikeout, and the Bulldogs will try to add on to their 6-0 lead in the top of the 7th. When we return here at Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Local Credit Union would like to send a huge congratulations to 2024 graduating class. Are you ready to take the next step towards a brighter future after graduation? Secure your dreams with our flexible and affordable graduation loans. Whether you're looking to pursue a higher education, start a business, or simply need financial assistance as you start a new chapter of life, we've got you covered. Visit Local Credit Union today. Member NCUA.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And Mason Bottley continues on the mound for the Tigers, and his second offering misses. First pitch in there for a strike. As it is Xander Pata getting his first swings tonight. Called strike on one that maybe was a little bit above the belt. 1-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. and struck him out. So Bodley picks up his third strikeout. And number 2, Angel Edegon, will come to the plate for the fourth time tonight. A couple of ground outs and a strikeout in his 3 tries. First at bat against Bodley, though. And that's in there for a called strike. Counts 0-1. As he put the curveball and kept it on the inside corner. And a foul ball that will squib behind home plate. Counts 0-2. Wyatt Major in the on-deck circle for Las Cruces. It'll be his first at-bat of the night. And it misses away here, 1-2. The only guys that didn't get subbed out were Hernandez, the pitcher, then Hawkins, Padilla, and Edegon. Everybody else subbed out for the Bulldogs. And a check swing. He went around, and that is strike 3. It would have been a called strike anyway, honestly. So a couple strikeouts for Bodley in the inning. 4 for the game now. After he came in with 2 outs in the 5th. And so Wyatt Major gets his first opportunity here. And a soft little roller up the third base line that goes foul. And the count is 0-1. Top of the 7th inning with Las Cruces leading 6-0. And we'll see. There is somebody warming up in the Bulldogs bullpen, so I don't know if Hernandez will come out for the 7th or if they'll bring in a relief pitcher. And check swing and called strike, and it's 0-2. A pitch. That'll be in the dirt. As Major holds off, and the count is 1-2. Can we do some final scores for you all tonight? 10-0. Tularosa beat Capitan. They're 4-0 in district, 12-4 in the season. And they will host Mescalero Apache for a doubleheader on Thursday. Lady Tigers winners tonight. As this will be fouled off and back to the screen. Stays 1-2 to Major. They beat Las Cruces 14-0 in 5 innings. I believe the Tularosa win was in 5 innings as well. Lady Tigers are 18-3 and 9-1 in district. Las Cruces for a doubleheader coming up on Friday, 5 and 7 o'clock here in Alamogordo. And I don't have a final score for you in Tularosa Lordsburg yet. As that breaking ball is in the dirt, 2-2. We'll check Max Preps. Possibly somebody was updating on there. And the pitch. Ground ball to shorts. Crawford has that one get through. And an error on the Tigers gives the Bulldogs a base runner. And Dom DiMatteo will come to the plate now. As he'll get his first at-bat of the game. Crawford had been very good at shortstop, but last couple innings he's had a couple of errors. So DiMatteo, who replaced Gutierrez as the catcher, will get his first swings of the evening. And he'll foul off the first one to the screen. And the count is 0-1. And yeah, no update on Max Preps for, well, one of the games, 16-6 for Las Cruces, or for Tularosa and Lordsburg. Swing and a miss. And 0-2 now. So Wildcats did get one of those wins, and I thought they were playing 2 games out there, so they may still be, with a 16-6 score, they may still be playing the second game. There's the pitch. This is lifted in the air behind the bag at first, and Collazo will get out there and grab it. in foul territory, and the inning is over. So the Tigers need 6 runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning to try and force extras. Need to be a big, big rally for the Tigers. We'll see what happens when we return. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is AJ with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save by creating good habits early with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions at any age. Member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Bubba Urenda will head out on the mound for the Bulldogs. 6 innings pitched, no runs allowed for popped out to first and grounded out to short in his 2 tries this evening. And he'll swing and miss on Urenda's first offering. And back to the backstop as he fouls it off 0-2. And Danny Amato replaced Urenda out in right field. And here comes the pitch. Hit in the air to right center field. This might get down. No. Good job by Amato as he was on his horse to get over there to right center field. Some good contact by Eldred, but there's one down. And Caleb Crawford, who has one of the 2 Tiger hits tonight, comes to the plate. Hernandez finished with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strikeouts in the game for Las Cruces. First pitch to Crawford misses, 1-0. And the pitch from Urenda. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. And a ground ball to first. And that is snagged easily over the by Escandon. He steps on the bag, and the Tigers are down to their last out. Brandon Williams, who has grounded out and reached on an error in his 2 tries. He'll come to the plate for Alamogordo. As the pitch misses high and outside, 1-0. be in there for a called strike as hits the outer half of the plate, and the count evens up at 1-1. And this is hit in the air towards first. It's going to be grabbed by the second baseman on the one hop as Padilla will throw it on to Aranda, who's covering the bag. And this one is over. 4-1 on the putout. And the Tigers fall to the Las Cruces Bulldogs on the Richardson Motors scoreboard, 6-0, your final score. We'll wrap it up on the Otero Federal Credit Union post-game show when we return on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
There's lots of good reasons for a personal loan. Unexpected expenses, paying bills, or home projects. And good reasons to get your personal loan at our credit union. We're member-owned and not-for-profit. Apply online or in person. Loco Credit Union. We belong to you. Online at lococreditunion.com. We're federally insured by NCUA. We're an equal housing lender.
Ochoa Stucco serves residential and commercial projects all throughout this wonderful community. Whether you're looking for some patching up or a complete stucco on your home or business, Ochoa Stucco has you covered. 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
This is Rachel from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
Spring into a home equity loan with OFCU, offering a reduced home equity rate for your spring fixes. Now through the end of May, OFCU will pay your $300 admin fees. Get a fixed rate of 5.99% APR for first lien position and 6.99% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Apply online today. OteroFCU.org. Other restrictions to apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9. This is the Otero Credit Union post-game show. The Alamogordo Tigers fall to Las Cruces 6-0 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Tigers with 2 hits in the game, one from Gabriel Collazo, one from Caleb Crawford. Had base runners in the 4th and 5th. In fact, had the bases loaded with 1 out in the 5th. That was their best chance. Outside of that, they went down in order in the 1st through 3rd innings and in the 6th and the 7th inning. The 5th inning especially, if they were going to break through and have a chance tonight, that was where it was going to be. They needed to come up with 3 or 4 runs to have any chance. Chance just did not happen for the Tigers tonight. Eric Vasquez, 4 2/3 innings pitched tonight for Alamogordo, 8 hits, 6 runs, 2 Ks, and 3 walks. Mason Bodley came in relief, and he would throw 2 1/3 innings, 4 strikeouts, and 1 hit for the Tigers. Gave up just 1 hit to the Bulldogs. So 9 hits for Las Cruces, 6 runs. Tigers, I think, ended up with 4 or 5 errors tonight. Bulldogs had, I think, 2 or 3 on their own right, too. So Tigers dropped to 5-14 in district, and will be at Las Cruces coming up on Friday for a doubleheader. And those games will be at 5 and 7 o'clock. Friday for the Las Cruces, or Friday for the Lady Tigers, they'll be at home. They won tonight, 14-0 over Las Cruces, 18-3 and 9-1 in district. And we'll have those games for you here at Alamo Sports and Talk at 5 and 7 o'clock on Friday. Tularosa softball winner tonight, as they beat Capitan 10-0. They will have a doubleheader against Mescalero Apache coming up on Thursday. And the Tularosa boys, I know they got one win over Lordsburg, 16-6. They might still be playing the second game right now, so we'll let you guys know what the finals on those are before the end of the night. And I don't have an Alamogordo tennis score for you, so we'll try to get that up on our Facebook page before the end of the evening. Beautiful night for baseball. Wish it would have been a little bit better result for the Tigers tonight, but just not the way that it ended up. Appreciate you tuning in this evening wherever you've been with us. And like I said, we'll be back for Tiger Sports on Friday as Alamogordo faces off against Las Cruces. So we look forward to bringing you that one, and we look forward to having you stay tuned. Almost talk 12:30, 101.9. Again, your final score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard is Las Cruces 6, Alamogordo nothing. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9, and thanks for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. Have a great night, everybody.
When it's time for your favorite meal, visit the Brown Bag Deli, where great subs and salads are made to order and satisfaction is always guaranteed. Stop by 9th and Washington or call ahead for quick and convenient takeout. Serving boar's head meats and quality cheeses, Brown Bag Deli is the ultimate